On the road, headed up to Santa Barbara. Yes, LA traffic does exist. Normally 2-hour ride, ended up taking us about 4 hours. But we did have some beautiful views after we went through the valley. Headed down to Malibu. Incredible canyon ride through this area. It was absolutely spectacular.
After getting settled in at our campground, we took a little trip to Solvang, California. This is the Danish capital of America. It's located about 45 minutes northeast of Santa Barbara. It's a charming little town in the St. Inez Valley. It was founded in 1911 by a group of Danish educators who wanted to bring their customs, arts, and crafts from their mainland.
Looks really good.
Are you gonna try it or what? Oh, I'll take a shot of mine. It's a schnitzel.
It's really good.
Is it? Alright.
Thank you.
We just love this small, quaint little town. We had so much fun touring and viewing the Danish architecture and sampling all the Danish and Swedish chocolates. The stores were really cute, did a lot of window shopping. It was a fun day to pass up a nice, beautiful Sunday in the St. Inez Valley.
Is that it? Is that it?
Sorry, she's my mom. She's getting
Oh, that's perfect. Phew, that was a great day. Today we're headed to Santa Barbara, and this little acorn woodpecker sent us on our way. Headed to Santa Barbara from Cachuma Lake Recreation Area where we stayed the night. Absolutely beautiful area. San Marcos Pass, where we are here, is a long history of guys racing their cars up and down the valley and through the canyons. And some guys in Porsches were here today doing the same thing, but on a friendly basis. Looking across the valley, the Inez River cut this channel, and historically the Chumash Indians would fish. It had the greatest steelhead run below San Francisco. Absolutely incredible history, and they etched out a living here. It was really cool. Placard of one of the Indian chiefs of the Chumash tribe. The Chumash were known for making vessels out of oak. Beautiful craftsmanship. Off of San Marcos Pass was a little side road that led up to the Painted Caves. And here we are descending that windy road. I gotta tell you, it was a little bit nerve-wracking. One mistake and you could easily tumble down 1,000 feet and you would certainly fall to your death. It was very sketchy. Santa Barbara Courthouse, here we are. Beautiful Spanish mission style architecture. Quite a bit of irony in this video. Homeless man sleeping on the lawn at the courthouse. State of affairs that we're in. Liz posing by the fountain to the entryway. Liz, look at this. One of the courtrooms that was open to the public. Incredible murals, artwork. A lot of it talking about the local history, Santa Barbara. More reference to Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. Beautiful tapestries, Beautiful views all around. It was designed very well. Kind of a top view of the clock with the 4 shafts going out to the 4 sides of the clock tower. Looking out the east, northeast, north, northwest. West out to the ocean. Fog bank coming in. Really cool. Really cool. There's John taking it all in. Lizzie taking it all in. It's beautiful up here. Coastal fog bank rolling in. Fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Trying the fish and chips.
Yeah. John's fish and chips.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, please.
Thank you. Can I have a Coke, please? Another Coke? Okay. Here we are, Alaskan cod,
I'm gonna steal
fish
some
and
of that.
chips.
Oh, ketchup. Should say tartar sauce. It's good.
Really nice place out here on Stearns Wharf. Had some real good treats. They even had a great big great white shark in there, which was really cool. And grebe. Foggy day, but boy, it was really nice. The House of 1,000 Paintings, Santa Barbara attraction. Pretty cool. It's funny because everywhere you travel there's a little reminder of friends and family Thinking of our neighbors Debbie and Todd back home. Next stop, Old Mission, Santa Barbara. It's part of the Camino Real, basically a network of old trading roads that connected all of the missions in California. I think there was about 22 of them. El Salón de una Iglesia. There's the bell tower, some of the gardens and grave sites within one of the courtyards here at the mission. This is the oldest fig tree in the United States. It was planted in 1890 by the monks. There were several thousand Chumash Indians buried in the cemetery along with the Franciscan monks. The church had a pretty good relationship with the Chumash, and they understood how much the Chumash respected the land and walked with the animals. Painting of Saint Bonaventure, some glassware showing Saint Barbara, Chumash Indian bowl, one of the altars perfectly preserved from the 1870s, some of the Chumash artwork and arrowheads found on the site, a porcelain doll, cool painting of the area before it was developed. You can see the church and some of the bunkhouses where the Chumash would stay. They basically worked for the church for free. It was one of those, here's your money, but you got to spend it at the company store deals. Interesting. It was a long day. We took in a lot of sights and we were pretty tired. Here we are headed back to camp, Chemanga Lake. Beautiful windy road. Coming up and over, Pacific Ocean on the left, and the Inez River Valley where the Chumash primarily lived was on the right once we get over the top. And here you're starting to see some of the valley, Inez River. Beautiful, beautiful area. Little drone footage as we watch the sunset. Inez River Valley, Lake Chemanga. It's our campground. Absolutely beautiful.
Feels like good?
All done.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, all done. She's gonna
It's
hurt
not
herself.
all done.
Okay, gee.
Its vast expanse
Look at that.
reveals awe-inspiring
I know.
layers
She shouldn't be
of
eating all
rock
that
formation,
much ice cream.
each telling the story
Right.
of Earth's ancient history.
It's right there. Crazy dog. Oh.
Next morning we got up and we hit the road, headed up to Morro Bay, and there's been a change in the weather. There it is, Morro Rock. Pretty amazing. It's a gigantic boulder, basically, sitting right out in the middle of the bay. Absolutely massive. The scale of it is hard to describe. But it's a state park, really cool. When we got to Morro Rock, we were greeted by the sea otters. They were really cute. They would kind of grab onto the kelp and wrap it around their body and use it as a sea anchor so they didn't drift away when they took their little naps. Bronze statue of a mother with children waving to the fishermen as they left the bay. And there's Lizzie scoping out the scenes, watching the surfers and the little squirrels. Retired guy came down every day to feed the little squirrels. They were cute, came right up on your feet. Couple of young girls heading out to enjoy the surf, and successful she was. More views of Morro Rock, green. It's almost like Ireland, very pretty. Young man headed out to hit the surf. I was a little worried about him. Slippery rocks. It's really fun watching the kids surfing. They had a great time out there. They were really successful. We sat here for probably an hour just watching the kids. What a great place. Time for a little walk. We ended up going to this wildlife sanctuary on the south side of Morro Bay. Curlew. Lots of shorebirds. Kylo needed the exercise. She was crazy. What are you doing, Kylo? Looking like you gotta go to the bathroom. There you go. Very pretty. Morro Bay Wildlife Sanctuary. Little footpaths. An overcast day. But really cool. Hoping to see some shorebirds and whatnot, but beautiful area. The dunes out there. Laurel Rock is right around the corner over here. Can't see it from here, but well, you can see it through the trees. I'll try to get some pictures of that in a minute. There it is. Great view of Morro Rock. Beautiful. Grebe. Good little raft of ruddy ducks in the bay. Beautiful lichens on this tree. More otters. More grebes. It's a beautiful day. Tomorrow we're headed up to San Simeon. Here we go. Some of the beautiful California coastline. Leaving Morro Rock. Right on the side of the Pacific Coast Highway. Elephant seal rookery. Amazing. Right up close and personal. They were cool. I kept looking for injuries because we all know what's lurking right out in the water. There he is, the Beachmaster. Pinned down, huh? Time for a quick selfie before we got on a bus for our guided tour up to Hearst Castle. We were a little bit sketched out with our bus driver. Once we arrived, we were greeted by our tour guide. She was fantastic. Can't remember her name, Claudia, I think. The weather was awful, but I did get a few cool shots of the Neptune pool. Some of the sculptures, absolutely beautiful before we headed on inside. Colors were incredible. All the walkways had inlaid 24 karat gold mosaic tiles, just very opulent. Coming into the bathhouse changing room. And there's Lizzie in one of the changing rooms. Perfectly manicured courtyards on your way up to the main house. Very dreary day. Some of the marble and main tower, absolutely beautiful. Statues everywhere. Front entryway. Here we are coming into the main gathering room. One of the 3 mandatory stops if you got an invitation to come up to the Hearst Castle. Fireplace, beautiful tapestry. Tapestries all over, sculptures. Most of the artwork was from the 15th century. All different period pieces. Church pews were used for sitting chairs. More tapestries, sculptures. It was interesting, he was a collector of ceilings of all things, and he would find ceilings in old buildings in Europe and have them taken down and brought over to California and put in place. He would have to make extensions to make them fit into his rooms. Fireplace number 2 in the dining room. Another mandatory stop. If you got an invitation, you would have dinner with him. Flags and tapestries. Amazing. After dinner, it was required that you went into the smoking room. More ceilings. After a cigar, it was time to play some billiards. You could have a cocktail, but only one. He wasn't big into alcohol consumption. Apparently his mistress had a little problem with it. After billiards, it was required that you came into the theater room to watch a movie. If the movie was boring, he would quickly change the movie to a movie starring Marion Davies. Here we are headed out to the outside tennis courts, which sat right above the outdoor/indoor pool. Again, all the Hollywood elites would come here and he would entertain them in all of these spaces. So, pretty lucky or fortunate if you got an invitation. Amazing sculptures. The tennis court above was leaking into the pool area below. His architect made him aware that this could be a problem in the future, and it certainly was. What a wonderful tour we had. Next day we were headed up to Carmel. Big Sur. Yep, headed into Salinas. This is where the novel Grapes of Wrath is based out of. Truly an amazing area, just agriculturally. Thousands and thousands of acres of vineyards. Back on the coast here in Carmel. Absolutely incredible. Some of the homes were just out of this world. Can't imagine the price tag with a view like that. Out there pretty far. There it is. Just saw it again. After all of that driving today, we got pretty hungry and we wanted to stop at Nepenthe, kind of a famous overlook type restaurant. Everybody goes there, the in crowd. Cool. Commanding views.
Let's see. Yummy. Good.
Whataburger?
I don't know, I'll have to read it. You happy you stopped?
Wow. That is really good.
Yeah, I gotta try one. I gotta try mine now.
It really was delicious. Stellar's J. What kind of dog are you? Are you a good dog? Hey, let me see. Are you good? You're good? Wow. Look at that.
She's not even gonna taste it.
Oh, gonk.
Kyla.
Like frickin' Jurassic Park. It was like Jurassic Park.
You don't need that in there.
Wow. Okay, moving on down the road. Too funny. Here we are, headed down the coast. Some scoters down there in the surf. More beautiful views. We made it to the condor viewing area, and much to my surprise, there they were. Very majestic. I watched them for about 45 minutes. Amazing. Then we hit the road. Made it to the famous waterfall. McVeigh, I think it's called. Spectacular. Very spectacular. It's actually one of the very few places in the United States where a freshwater waterfall drains directly into the salt water of the ocean. Cute little gas station in Big Sur. Really awesome. I loved it because it was pump first, pay later. It was cool. Here we are descending into our campground. Very tight, steep, narrow descent. Little catwalk thing going over the bridge coming into the campground. I was a little nervous about clearance here, but we made it. Unbeknownst to us, our future was going to change regarding the river and the rainfall. Mallards in the river and a beautiful black-tailed doe at our campground.